well, I don't. I get really nervous when I hear of warranties where you know if there's a problem with the chair, you've got to ship it back to the
No.
company, and oh my goodness, it's just a logistical nightmare for the customer. So I'm glad to hear that. That's a good warranty, and I also understand that you've got a low failure rate on your chairs,
Yes.
which is also quite good.
We're always continuing to improve our chairs. We'll never be the cheapest guy on the market, and we don't want to be the cheapest guy on the market, but we always want to provide a
Hmm.
uh, value for a chair. So, we're continually to update and develop our chairs, make it more rigid, make it more robust, and being direct with the factory. And I can always go back if there's an issue. I can always go back, tell the factory. But also, factory engineers also pays a visit to our distribution center twice a year, or could be if there's a special emergency, I might get them to fly over next week. But that hasn't been the case yet. But they come over twice a year. They take a look at all the our defective reports. They analyze the servicing reports. They take a look at some of the defective samples that we ship back from other distribution centers or from consumers' houses back to our distribution center. They spend 2 weeks at our warehouse to analyze the reports. They write the reports. They send it to the factory, and then the factory and I meet when I go to China and talk about all the servicing issues and how to improve that. You know, so
Okay.
we have a pretty streamlined process, and it's always going to be a work in progress because even having a low defective rate, ideally, with a $4,000 product or more, you want to be getting pretty close to zero.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
was impressed with your lower rate, and typically we found that the Chinese chairs have a higher failure rate than the Japanese chairs, and your rate was quite low, and I was quite impressed with it. So that's good news. That's a good deal. What kind of things do you have planned in the future for Cozy other than putting out new models? Is there any other things on the horizon that Cozy is working on uh, to help cement their position here in the market, or anything else that the future holds for Cozy?
Basically, Cozier, obviously, the initial product category is going to be the massage chair category, and that's where our focus is. And then probably this year we'll be introducing a anti-gravity chair line. I believe the current market it's there is a current market in the U.S., but it's a very high-end market, so to speak.
Hmm.
Or if you try to go something that's really on the lower end of the price point, it's not really a decent product. So I believe there's a lot of room there to maneuver to make something that's more catered towards not necessarily dropping the price points a lot lower than the current competition, but making it more massively available to consumers. And
I
then
saw at
second,
the furniture market you had some prototypes there, and were they well
yep.
received by the people that visited?
Yeah, that was very, very well received. Obviously, there was still quite a bit of work that we needed to do on the prototype, but it was such a well received product. That's why it gave us the confidence to go ahead and
Right.
put this into production. So that you'll see that you'll have the finalized samples we're showing in High Point this year, and then we expect to have stocked in our warehouse by June this
Oh,
year, available for shipping. So that's an item that we believe that we can do very well with, and we plan to have our first model introduced in June, and then we'll probably have a second model to follow up later on in the year that will cater towards a market segment which we think is not catered for as with the current product lineup as of this moment. So,
great.
and then the third thing probably I'd say more towards the end of July this year that we might start on with the cozier kind of home select products, which is kind of like a more of a higher end personal massage products, such as like a better foot massager,
Uh,
a better handheld, or a better cushion lineup. Because we make a lot of that stuff, and but traditionally, in the US, it's always been a lower price point. So I think we should be able to provide something that has its unique innovation, its unique advantages, sell it at a slightly higher premium than what it is at the current market, but it will be such a value. We think the consumers will see that this is a better product. They want to cater towards that.
uh, well, it sounds fun. Sounds like you've got some good things in the pipeline. So looking forward to see those.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a lot of work.
Geez, I can't imagine working on all those models of massage chairs, let alone now you got to work on a zero gravity chair and home massage products. I get tired just thinking about it. I got to go back to bed now. I'm just tired talking to you, Mark. Now listen, just kind of looking at the massage chair industry as a whole, do you see any trends, any things uh, that you see kind of on the horizon in the industry as a whole, from your unique vantage point?
If we looked at the industry like prior to 2008, the price point range was really kind of catered towards lower, and that's where the volume is. Now the volume is more towards the $4,000, roughly around that range price point. And I think the consumers are getting smarter, and in terms of they see a deluxe model. There are a lot of $4,000 chair models on the market which don't sell, by the way, and they don't sell for a specific reason. I think they're not designed well, or they're not designed specifically for the U.S. consumer. But I think the massage industry, or the robotic massage industry, is growing in terms of people are demanding more innovation, people are demanding more technology, or people are demanding to have a chair that's designed and built for the U.S. market, as opposed to taking something that's designed for a Southeast Asian market and trying to repackage it and sell it in America. And I see the trend happening that way, where people will be looking at, just from an innovation standpoint, in terms of comfort, the different massage techniques that are available, to the operational side. And I think a lot of people leave out on the operational side, which I don't know why, but it's part of the interface, so to speak, of accessing making sure that it's simple to use for the massage chair, but also making sure that it's convenient to use as well. So you don't have to kind of switch off the chair, so you can change a different program, whereas you can switch out or turn off individual features while maintaining a automated program. And the second thing, obviously, is looking for new chairs that are designed to be more comfortable, just to sit on. I think that's something that people are also looking at. We probably have really good success with our 618 that we just introduced recently, is because I think it's a chair that's kind of relatively comfortable to sit on.
You mean relatively comfortable to sit on when it's not being used as a massage chair? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing to say when it's not being used as a massage chair, but generally some massage chairs are very uncomfortable to sit on to begin with, even if you're using it as a massage chair.
I see.
So sitting comfort is something that we, as a company, are also looking to improve. And whether we're using new materials or things like that, we're always exploring new things.
Okay.
And just in the industry as a whole, I think the consumers are beginning to wisen up to understand the chair a little more often. As to say 5 years ago, it's kind of they couldn't be able to tell the difference between one and the other. Now people are generally sitting there and are able to understand why this chair is a better chair than the other one. So.
Right. Well, I agree with you. I think the industry is pretty infantile still in the U.S. I mean, in Japan and China, it's all over the place. Massage chairs are everywhere. Of course, it was originated in the Far East, but in the U.S., I think it's still in its infancy. And I think as the manufacturers come up with more innovative products and cater to the market, and I think as more retailers become involved in the education process, I think it'll kind of feed on itself, and you'll get this snowball effect of more and more chairs, better quality chairs, and a far deeper penetration into the market. So I think there's a lot of good things in store in the massage chair market here in the U.S. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I see it as a growing market. I mean, obviously, if you walk around a store that displays massage chairs, children can jump in these chairs and operate these chairs without any kind of sales assistance whatsoever. So if you're looking towards the future growth of the industry, it's all those people that see the chairs in these upscale malls now, or at the upscale retailers or furniture retailers or specialty retailers. People get used to the product. People see that it is a benefit, and it's a lifestyle choice of using a product like that. it will certainly open up. And then you also got the baby boomers, the people that have a specific need. That's the reason why they buy this product that are coming into play as well. So I see the market taking off. Right now, since 2008, it's in terms of the market, it's gone up in terms of the product quality and the product innovation that's available. So people are looking for more high-end products as opposed to the low-end stuff. And I don't think the low-end stuff sells at all, in all honesty. Not that well anyway. But I think it will probably, 5 years down the line as the industry, expands more, and we find more and more retailers as they hear success stories from our partners. They're looking to get involved, even though they've never tried the product category before, but people are more willing to try this category now. Yeah. And obviously, I think also with the expansion of online business in a few years' time, when if we're able to set up a good marketing infrastructure for people to generally get a specific feel of the chair online, we're able to see that business grow quite a lot as well.
That's great. Is there anything else, Mark, that I haven't covered or that I haven't asked you that you'd like to bring to point, or do you think we've covered it all today?
I think, pretty much we've covered most of it. I mean, if anybody wants to know more about the Cozzia story, just feel free to go to our Cozzia's website, which is www.cozzia-usa.com. And if any questions or anything, just feel free to shoot us an inquiry, and obviously shoot you an inquiry because you're pretty familiar with our products as well, Alan. But we're looking to just build our way into finessing our lineup, and also every time we introduce a new product is to look into a specific need or specific market that we need to cater to. So we're looking to expand and develop new stuff. So you'll see that there's a lot more interesting stuff coming from us this year, and there'll be also very interesting stuff coming from Cozzia next year as well.
Wonderful. Well, we're looking forward to it. It seems like a real growing concern your company is, and it's getting a good foothold. And I hear more and more people asking me about Cozzia chairs. So I know that I know you're making inroads, and I know that you're getting your brand established. So good for you all. I'm happy for you, and looking forward to sell your chairs in the future as well. But listen, it's been great visiting with you, Mark. Thanks so much. Again, I know how busy you are, and I know you're halfway across the world, and it's midnight there now. You want to get some sleep, but really appreciate your time, and I hope we can get a chance to visit again.
Oh, definitely. Will you be in High Point, or if not, I'll see you in Las Vegas again.
Well, maybe that, but I did express interest to you in Vegas last year that I plan on visiting the Far East. I'd like to visit a couple of other manufacturing plants over there, and I'd love to maybe come out to Xiamen and see you there if you're there during that time. But I'll get in touch with you when I've got better plans firmed up later this year, and we'll see if we can go over there. I'd love to have a tour of the place and have you show me exactly how things operate. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, definitely. So just let me know your schedule, and we'll work around it.
All right. Thanks so much, Mark. Have a great day.
Same to you. Cheers.